Hello all, this is the project submission of Group 5. We have decided to look at the case of on-track clothing. There's been a big shift in the US with close to 25% of the people taking to running since the 1970s. So the market has gone beyond the core audience of on-track and also given today's consumers, their purchase decisions, journeys and touchpoints have also changed. We felt that on-track case study just provides a good opportunity for us to deploy the digital marketing functions we are learning in this course. Hence the choice of on-track coding for our project. Now, the for a market on need for a market refresh comes from the fact that the likely the focus for on-track has been largely on the American track and field professionals. So it needs to revamp its marketing efforts in order to address the likely new digital savvy audiences of its products. Else it runs the risk of losing the growth momentum which we are seeing in other cases like Nokia and Kodak, who have been not keeping in touch with the times. Yeah. Now, so getting into the overall marketing plan, the revised approach would need to relook at the mission as that provides the direction which should be followed by on-track. This needs to be followed by the target audience whom we want to address and uh, thereafter identify in today's digital world at which points along the journey should we be talking to them and what should we be talking to them about. In some ways, it's good to take a leaf out of the Nike approach in terms of having a digital marketing division, marketing team, using influencer marketing, associating one's brand with events, and expanding the product ranges, which would be certain important points to be included in the marketing strategy. Going forward, if we were to define the target audience for our new on track, let's look at who they should be. I think given the increasing numbers, the growing amateur running community, and the fitness digital savvy enthusiasts in the age group of 15 to 45 would be a prime audience for on track, in addition to its core audience. Now, in order to understand what are the touch points, and there are a lot of them along to do this, on-track first needs to address the fact that there has to be a two-way communication. It's no longer about getting information one way from on-track to the consumer, but it should also be uh, getting communication from them. And this has to be across both traditional and digital channels. So when we look at the consumer journey, there are a number of micro movements at different points of the consumer journey where on-track can reach them and engage with them to provide them the necessary information for them to take the decision at that point in time. Looking at what should be the brand mission in the light of the revised target audience and others, since the area of fitness and running is about performance, on-track should set its mission as enabling the user to achieve high performance, which it is able to do by constantly innovating its product range in the clothing and shoes space. Now, having done all this, how do we address what should be the digital marketing strategy? So, on-track's content should actually inspire people, basically have people talk about achievements using celebrities, teach tips and videos on how to get into practice of running, and be shareable as well so that people can share their information and achievements in communities. And in the area of social engagement, on-track should continue to use the normal platforms of Facebook, Instagram, etc. to share relatable content, as well as work on social listening to see the trends and experiences of users, as well as co-create with influencers. And finally, all of this needs a close coordination between the different departments. The top management needs to have a buy-in and into the plan, and the marketing and sales teams should pick up information along the consumer journey, talk to them along the consumer journey, and have plans for that, while the consumer service can address any pain points so that the consumer can to become advocates going forward. So that would be our surmise on how our Trak should go forward. Thank you very much.